What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match, and Barcelona beat Sevilla 3-0 at a beautiful night at the Spotify Camp Nou. 3 goals, 3 points, clean sheet, 8 points clear at the top of La Liga. Overall, it was not only a perfect night for Barcelona, but also a perfect weekend. The starting lineup for this match is on the screen right now. It was Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Kounde, Araujo, Christensen, and Jordi Alba, midfield three of Busquets, De Jong, and Pedri, and a front three of Raphinha, Lewandowski, and Gavi, with Franck Kessie, Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, Marcos Alonso, and Alejandro Balde making appearances off the bench. The first goal scored in this match was scored by Jordi Alba, who was wearing the captain's armband at the time. It was beautifully worked by Barcelona. Christensen with a good long ball in the box to Raphinha. Raphinha lifts it off to Kessie. Kessie does so well. It's an exceptional assist. Holds off the ball, has 2 Sevilla players on him, waits for Jordi Alba to make the overlapping run, pokes it to him. Jordi Alba one time, bottom right hand corner, and gives Barcelona the crucial lead. The second goal was scored by Pablo Gavi, and again it was beautifully worked by Barcelona. The ball's with Kounde at right back, puts a beautiful through ball into Raphinha. He runs, he takes on the defender, holds the space, waits on time, crosses it in far post. Lewandowski kind of dummies it a bit, but Gavi's there far post, open net, open space, and puts it in, and it gives it Barcelona the 2-0 lead. The third and final goal was scored by Raphinha, and again beautifully worked by Barcelona. It's just XaviBall in full effect. It was Frenkie de Jong with a beautiful through ball over the top to Jordi Alba. He sees the space, he finds Jordi Alba makes the run, one time cross in the box. Raphinha makes a run in behind to the open space with a center back split, puts it in, beautiful finish, and confirms Barcelona's 3 points. So overall, the team performance rating on the night, I'm gonna have to give it another 8 out of 10. It was a game of 2 halves. I think in the first half, Barcelona was still growing into the game because they had a bit of rustiness from playing, every single week, twice a week. It was, us trying to get into the game. I think we did dominate the first 20 minutes, but then from the 20th minute to like the 35th minute, 40th minute, Sevilla were getting on top, having a lot of possession, getting near the final third. They didn't really have any shots, but they were still controlling the game without a shadow of a doubt. But second half, though, it was XaviBall in full effect. We were absolutely all over Sevilla. They could not even get a sniff of the ball. I don't know what Xavi did at halftime. I don't know what he did, what he changed, what he said, but it worked. It was the second half, which we want to see from Barcelona every single time we see them on the pitch. Again, 3 points, clean sheet, 3 goals, 8 points clear. It's a beautiful day in the city of Catalonia. I mean, if I'm basing it off just the second half alone, I probably would have gave it a 9, but with the, not too pleasant first half, not up to standard, that's why I gave it an 8. Probably first half would have been a 6 or a 5, then second half would have been a 9 or an 8, so I give the overall 8. Again, it was just beautiful. The team chemistry is looking at an absolute all-time high. We also saw Gavi run over to Dembele on the bench after he scored. This team, for me, is just showing a lot of togetherness, a lot of fight, a lot of courage, and the mentality is there. They have an objective, and that is to win as many trophies as they can from now until the end of the season. There's 3 left, of course, the League, the Cup, and the Europa League, and I think this team is going to go for all 3. Will they win all 3? Probably not, but I'm going to have faith in them as long as they go on the pitch and give 110%. I'm not going to be too fussed about it. Of course, I'm expecting us to win the league, but it's just, we haven't seen a Barcelona like this in a long time. And the last time I seen a Barcelona this close together, this, united, was probably 2018. That's because Messi was the spearhead of it. Even the run in the 2018-2019, we lost at Anfield, the team didn't really look that much together. It was just, give it to Messi and pray. That was all it was. But this is the first time in a long time where we've seen the team together. I feel like each player on the pitch or on the bench would take a bullet for each other, and that's what makes a winning team. Togetherness, strong mentality, and of course the ability to perform on the pitch, and we saw that a lot in the second half. So overall, team performance tonight is going to get a very solid 8 out of 10 from me. Let's now get into the players' individual player rating, some juicy numbers here. Firstly, starting off in goal with Marc Andre Ter Stegen. I'm going to give Marc tonight a 7 out of 10. Fairly quiet day for him. I think Sevilla only had 1 shot on target. Passed the ball from the back fairly well. Didn't have no complaints. He was commanding the box very well. Again, quiet day for him at the office, despite the fact that Sevilla did dominate, you could say, the first half for a good solid 20-25 minutes. They didn't get anywhere near the final third. They were just creating some spaces. Okay, we're getting there. Their shot went sky high, wide, all this sort of stuff, but nothing that, had to trouble Marc tonight, so he's going to get a regular default 7 out of 10 for me. Down the center back partnership in front of him, firstly on the right hand side, it was Ronaldo Araujo, and I will give Araujo tonight a 7 out of 10. Again, typical day at the office for him, no real complaints, was superb. He also had that header in the first half that just went wide of the post. Should be probably getting that on target, especially when it's an open header, but hopefully with time he'll he will perfect his heading accuracy. But again, he only played about 80 minutes, got a nice little 10-minute rest there at the end when Xavi was making some rotation. But I say this every single video, but I'm gonna say it again. I just feel so damn safe when this man is starting. I just feel like, yep, they're gonna have to be Sevilla have to be on their A game, have to be as clinical as possible to score when this man plays, and we've seen it again tonight. My man is absolutely superb. Uruguayo for me tonight gets a 7 out of 10. Unless his partner on the left hand side, which was of course Andreas Christensen, I will give Christensen as well 7 out of 10. The standards are setting pretty high. I think for these two performances, if these two perform like this last season, let's say for example we had Christian hypothetically, they both be getting a 9 because their defense last season was absolutely shite, but now the standard has increased. I think Christian again today was superb. I think he won every single damn aerial duel that he had against him. His recovery pace was superb. A lot of the balls were coming in from Sevilla over the top. He'd run on, he'd shield, whether it was Eric Lamela and the City, Brian Gil, Oliver Torres, who were all making those runs in behind, shield them, let Ter Stegen come collect the ball. So smooth from Christian tonight, so elegant. He's becoming an absolute warrior, and signing him on a free is just speechless. It's orgasmic beyond belief. So overall for Christian tonight, I'm going to be giving him a very solid 7 out of 10. Into the fullbacks now. Firstly with Jules Kounde at right back, and I will be giving Kounde tonight an 8 out of 10. You're probably wondering why is he getting a higher than Christensen and Araujo. I've given Kounde the 8 because his movement today in the final third I thought has improved. You know, we've seen over the past few weeks he doesn't really get that much in behind. He doesn't make that many overlapping runs. Today he did, more importantly of course in that second half. I thought he was superb. He of course had that pre-assist for the Gavi second goal, making great through balls, having great tackles as well, coming back and defending, facing his former team as well. This man is like top 5 defenders in the world. I mean, it's I don't even know what to say. He was unbelievable in my opinion. But some people probably say he was just average, like Araujo and Christensen. The standard was there, but I think Kounde today did perform above a level of Araujo and Christensen, because I think in that position it is a bit more demanding, especially in a Barcelona style football as well. I think Kounde today did meet the standards very, very well, and overall I will be giving him an 8 out of 10, alongside the left back who was of course a captain for the majority of the game, El Capitano Jordi Alba. Today I'll be giving him an 8 out of 10. 1 goal, 1 assist. Of course, this is what you want to see at left back. I think Alejandro Balde does have some good competition. I think Alejandro Balde is the starter still ahead of Jordi Alba. Although Balde does not get, too many assists and goals to his name, but he did get an assist, of course, against Betis midweek. Jordi Alba is that type of fullback who'll get in behind, he'll be in the box trying to score. Alejandro Balde is more so trying to get that assist, and if the ball is bouncing in the box, he'll probably be there to get the rebound. But Jordi Alba today was fantastic. I think in the first half as well, he was doing okay. He was making a lot of overlapping runs, getting in behind, putting some decent crosses in that first half as well. Second half though, of course, the rest of the team, where he came to life. Of course, he made that great run for Kessie to give him that assist. He also made the great one for Frankie de Jong, getting that ball over the top for the Raphinha goal. Very, very solid performance from Jordi Alba tonight, and for me, he'll be getting an 8 out of 10. Into the midfield now. Firstly, El Capitano, a real actual captain of the club, Sergio Busquets. I'm not gonna rate Busi. He only played about 3 or 4 minutes, but he did go off injured. Now, the rumors are at the moment that he will be out for around 2 to 3 weeks. So he'll not play a single second in the clash against Manchester United in the Europa League. He should be back for the weekend after the second leg. That's just the Premier League test taking place right now. He'll have more in-depth test tomorrow, but at the moment we're looking at around 2 to 3 weeks out for Busi, which of course will give some game time to Kessie, maybe Pablo Gavi as well, but it will increase the demand on Frankie de Jong, Pedri, and Gavi as well. It is a big blow for Busi. I don't wish he got injured, but I wish this injury came maybe a week before the international break. I think coming right now, the middle point between right now and the international break is coming right in the middle. Is going to hinder us quite a bit. We're probably going to see Ansu Fati play a lot more now. Same with Ferran Torres. I don't know if Xavi will still want to go with this form in the midfield without Busquets, who does play a pivotal role in it. So hopefully speed recovery for the captain, but he will be out definitely for around 2 weeks. Could be up to 4, maybe even 3. Now let's get into the ratings for some actual midfielders. Firstly is Pablo Gavi, who did technically play as a false winger, left wing, came in the midfield a lot. He was actually roaming quite a bit, Gavi, but I will be giving him tonight an 8 out of 10. Even with the number 6, it's still the same. Gavi 6, Gavi 30, it does not matter. My man is absolutely glazing in that midfield, shining, flowing. It's just mesmerizing. And I'm so happy that Xavi gave him a rest. He only played, I think, about 75 minutes, maybe 78. Got a goal as well, kissed the badge, ran all the way over to celebrate with Ousmane Dembele. How can you not love this kid? I mean, he's going to be one of the best midfielders in the world in the future. I think right now he's not really in the conversation. I think he's definitely top 10, but he's shining like no tomorrow, and I'm so happy to see him play, whether it's at left wing, false winger, as an interior, on the right, on the left. He puts 200% on the pitch, and that's what I want from every single player. I think Gavi is one of the first players in a long time I've seen fight for the badge like this. We've seen some glimpse from Araujo as well. He's giving me Poyol vibes in terms of him fighting for every single last second on the pitch. Those diving headers, diving tackles. He got in behind a lot in the first half as well. Even the second half, he was getting in the box. He was absolutely fantastic, and tonight he'll be getting an 8 out of 10. Next midfielder was, of course, Pedri Gonzalez. I will be giving Pedri tonight a 7 out of 10. Just like Christian Araujo did what he had to do, it was a typical Pedri performance. I don't think he was very, very poor or exceptional as well. I think in the first half, a lot of the balls were going through him, especially with Busquets just coming off and Kessie taking over in a more advanced role, so everything was going through him. Had a great switch of play, great passing, but in the second half, when we were, more attacking, didn't really get involved too much. There were opportunities where he could shoot, but he went for the, switch of play. I think his passes tonight was exceptional. I think everything was pinpoint perfection, but getting involved in the final third, making those darting runs, having shots on goal as well is where Pedri did lack a little bit today. But overall, I think he still played very, very well, and would be giving him a very solid 7 out of 10. And lastly, in the midfield was, of course, Frenkie de Jong, and I'm going to be giving Frenkie de Jong tonight an 8 out of 10. He was just... The vision on this man, by the way, is ridiculous. I think we should start playing him more in the pivot and see if he can actually be a long-term replacement for Busquets, because my man's vision today was superb. He's picking balls left, right, and center. Switch of plays, of course, that pre-assist for the Raphinha goal. No one saw that pass, not even me, and I think Frenkie tonight was superb. Recovery runs, tackles, aerial duels, ground duels, all over the pitch. I think he probably covered every single blade of grass. We all accept that to be from Gavi, but I think Frenkie de Jong tonight did that performance. Of course, playing the pivot for the majority of the game as well, was getting forward, creating chances, breaking off counterattacks, starting off counterattacks. Beautiful from Frenkie tonight. I thought he was absolutely superb, and tonight he'll be getting an 8 out of 10 from me. Into the forwards now. Firstly, as striker, RL9, Robert Lewandowski. Tonight I'll be giving him an average 6 out of 10. He was just missing that final touch in front of goal today. He had some good chances, had some shots in the first half, free kick in the second half. I think he also had a shot near the end of the game where it went straight at Bonu, so he had some opportunities, could have scored a goal today, but didn't in the end. So I will give an average 6, again, from top striker like him. We are expecting him to score every single game, but sometimes it doesn't happen for him. Of course, he scored the last game against Betis. Tonight just wasn't his night, but I think overall he did connect very well with the play. Had a few sloppy touches, a few sloppy passes in that first half. But second half, I thought he was connecting very well, making great movements for Raphinha, for Jordi Alba to run in behind as well. So overall, I will give him an average 6 out of 10. And last but not least is, of course, the right winger / right forward, Raphinha. He'll be getting an 8 out of 10 and my man of the match. I think Rafa in the first half was a bit dull. He was not, getting in behind whatsoever. He'd get the ball, switch it, get the ball, pass it backwards, and you can see Xavi was yelling at him in that first half during giving him instructions. Second half, though, flip of the switch, and he was more and more getting forward. We saw him in the first few minutes of the second half making runs at the defender. I think he took one on and passed one. He's getting in behind. I believe he got a goal. I knew he got a goal. I think he got a pre-assist as well for the Jordi Alba goal. He got an assist for the Gavi goal as well. So he's involved in all 3 goals tonight. Thought he was fantastic, and this is the Brazilian that I want to see every single week, because we all know he has this ability, but now he's getting his moment with Ousmane Dembele being out, and he is taking that opportunity without a shadow of a doubt. So overall for Rafa, beautiful day at the office, played very, very well. Just again, hopefully he takes on more players, makes those runs that Ousmane Dembele does make, because a lot of the time in the first half he just pick up the ball, cut inside, then pass it, or he picks up the ball, pass it backwards, he'll make an overlapping run, but the ball will get switched play. But in the second half, he would pick up the ball, start running, start driving. We saw that with the Kounde long ball for the Gavi goal. So we just need to keep doing more and more of that, attacking the defense, and he'll be getting big numbers like this every single week, and also maybe even a permanent starting spot in the Barcelona lineup. Overall, for Raphinha tonight, great day at the office. For me, he'll be getting an 8 out of 10. Now for the substitutions, the subs were Kessie, Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, Alejandro Balde, and Marcos Alonso, and I believe Araujo, Jordi Alba, Raphinha, Gavi, and Busquets were the ones that were substituted. So firstly, Kessie, I will give him a proper rating because of course he did play about 80 minutes in this match. I'm going to give Kessie a 7 out of 10. I thought he played very, very well. The first half when he came in, he had a few good touches of making some good runs in the final third, but didn't really get into the rhythm of the game quite yet. Second half, of course, had that exceptionally immaculate assist for the first goal for Jordi Alba. Was getting in behind, making dirty runs, coming back and defending. He, of course, that what's the word I'm looking for? That strength that we see in the midfield. He'd come and body like 4 players, get the ball. He would shield players from Jules Kounde to come collect the ball, or Raphinha. This is what we want to see from Kessie. He's more of a box-to-box player, but I want to see him more in the final third. But we did see a lack of that in the first half. That way, Frankie de Jong was moving forward, then Kessie was dropping back. You want to see, Frankie staying in that deep role, and Kessie making those runs in the final third and making those runs in the advanced positions. But I think the second half, he was great. Super, super good assist. And now with Busquets out, he will have a big opportunity. Hopefully, he'll take it like Raphinha has so far. For the other subs, they came in the last 10 minutes, really had nothing to do. Alonso, Alejandro, Ferran, and Ansu. Can't really rate them because I don't even know if Marcos Alonso touched the ball, to be honest. I know Alejandro Balde did, I know Ferran did, and Ansu did, but can't really give them the rating. So overall, give them all the actual subs a 6 out of 10, but from Kessie, a very, very strong 7 out of 10. And last but not the least, of course, the manager, Xavi Hernandez. And tonight, Xavi will be getting an 8 out of 10 from myself. Again, I've repeated this about 100 times in the video, but I'm going to do it again. 3 points, 3 goals, clean sheet. What else can you ask for? 8 points clear at the top. He's doing his thing. I think picking a strong lineup was the correct decision, of course, with Madrid dropping points. And basically everyone dropping points. Atletico Madrid, Betis, Sociedad. Us having a rest in midweek as well. He went full strength. But of course, Jordi Alba coming in since Alejandro Balde was ill. Substitutions, again, were a bit late. I'm surprised that he's making all the substitutions so late. The Gala 11 keeps playing, 75 minutes at a bare minimum. To be fair, he did make all 5 subs today, which is good. But I think, if Busquets did not go down, would he make only 4 subs? I'm not quite too sure, but I think the subs should be coming in a bit earlier. Give those sub players coming an opportunity to perform on the pitch, get the ball a little bit, maybe around the 65th, 70 minutes, start bringing them in, not 79 and 80 and 81. Apart from that, though, great day. Of course, XaviBall was in full effect in that second half, but the first half was a bit dull. So overall for Xavi, I think it's a fantastic day for him. He's doing well, 8 points clear at the top, and hopefully the momentum and consistency does continue. But Xavi tonight, great day for him. I will be giving him an 8 out of 10. So that's a match review for Barcelona versus Sevilla in La Liga. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. But the main thing I want to know firstly, of course, is your thoughts on the performance, your player ratings, and your manager rating as well. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel, where we will be 8 points clear at the top of La Liga. Take care, and Visca Barca.